The auditorium shimmered under soft golden lights. Laughter filled the air as students cheered for the next performer. Then, from the back row, a thin boy in worn-out sneakers stood up. His name was Noah, the janitor's son. The crowd went quiet, surprised to see him walking toward the stage clutching a battered guitar that looked almost older than him. Some kids whispered, some smirked, but Noah kept walking. His eyes were calm, his step steady, like he carried a secret the world had forgotten. When the host handed him the mic, Noah's voice trembled. "This song is for my dad." People exchanged puzzled looks. He began strumming the first chords of Hotel California, and the noise in the hall vanished. His voice was raw, cracked but powerful, soaked with emotion. Every lyric poured out like a confession. By the chorus, even the teachers were wiping their eyes. Noah wasn't just singing a song, he was singing a story, his story. When he reached the line, "You can check out any time you like," his voice broke, and a single tear fell on the guitar. The final note lingered in the air, heavy and pure. The room stayed silent for a heartbeat, then erupted into thunderous applause that felt like rain after drought. Backstage, Noah sat alone on a folding chair, staring at his shaking hands. A young reporter approached him gently, asking, "Why that song?" Noah took a long breath. "Because my dad used to sing it every night after work," he whispered. The memory played in his mind like a faded movie, a tired man in janitor's clothes humming softly while mopping the empty hallways. Little Noah waited for him, lunchbox in hand, smiling as his father sang under flickering lights. "Music," his father once said, "makes hard days softer." But one night, Noah waited at the bus stop for hours. His father never came home. The doctor said it was his heart, too tired, too kind, too soon. Noah stopped singing after that. He couldn't bear it. Now, years later, standing on the same stage his father once cleaned, he finally found the courage to finish their song. As he left the backstage door, the principal stopped him. "Your father used to whistle that song while working. We miss him." Noah smiled faintly. "Then maybe tonight, he heard me." The principal nodded, eyes wet. In that moment, Noah didn't feel like a janitor's son anymore. He felt like his father's voice, finally heard. The next morning, the world knew Noah. The video of his performance had gone viral overnight, millions of views, millions of hearts moved. The title read, "Janitor's Son Leaves Audience Speechless Singing Hotel California." Comments poured in from strangers everywhere. "He made me cry, and I don't even know him. My dad used to sing that too. That voice carries heaven." Noah didn't chase the attention. He still woke early, went to school, helped his mother, and played music quietly in their small home. Fame didn't change him, it humbled him more. But then a letter arrived in the mail, signed by a well-known producer. "We'd be honored if you performed at our tribute concert, for unsung heroes." Noah's mom gasped, tears in her eyes. "Your dad would have cried happy tears." Noah looked down at his calloused fingers and smiled softly. "He already did, Mom." That night, he lit a candle beside his father's photo and strummed the same song, slower this time, not in pain, but in gratitude. The flame flickered with the rhythm of the guitar, as if his dad was keeping time. Somewhere, love still listened. Weeks later, Noah stood under the brightest lights he'd ever seen. A grand theater packed with thousands of people, cameras flashing, hearts waiting. The host announced, "Tonight, we honor those who work behind the spotlight." When Noah walked out, he didn't wear fancy clothes, just a simple shirt and that old guitar. He looked up and said softly, "This is for my father, who cleaned this very floor so others could shine." Then the first chords began. Hotel California again, but it sounded reborn. Slower. Deeper. His voice carried both the ache and the peace of acceptance. On the big screen behind him appeared a photo of his father smiling, holding a mop in one hand and Noah in the other. The crowd's hearts broke and healed at once. Tears streamed down faces, and by the final line, "You can never leave," the entire hall was on its feet. Noah looked upward, whispering, "We did it, Dad." The ovation thundered like a wave, but his eyes stayed humble. He didn't sing to impress. He sang to remember. That night, his father's name was no longer forgotten. It was sung in every heart that listened. Months passed, and the same school where it all began held a small ceremony. In the main hallway, a plaque gleamed, "In memory of Mr. David, the man who made our halls shine." Beneath it was a photo of Noah and his father holding guitars together, smiling. Students gathered quietly as Noah stood before it with his old instrument. He began to play Hotel California one last time, not for an audience, but for peace. The morning sun poured through the windows, painting everything gold. As the final chord faded, a janitor nearby clapped softly, eyes glistening. "Your dad taught me this job," he said. "He used to tell me, kindness is the cleanest song." Noah smiled, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Then let's keep singing it." The bell rang, echoing through the bright corridors his father once swept. Children laughed, teachers smiled, and the melody lingered in the air like a prayer. The camera slowly pulled back, showing the plaque, the sunlight, and Noah's gentle smile. The voiceover closed softly. "In a world chasing applause, one boy proved that the greatest stage is the heart, and the truest music is love that never leaves."